Hello and welcome to my YouTube channel. Today I am going to start the current affairs in English of the 13th October 2022. So first of all we will discuss about some questions that I have given yesterday. So first of all we will discuss about these questions and then after that we will start the current affairs of 13th October. So yesterday I have given the question. The first question is the Nobel Memorial Prize in Economic Science 2022 was awarded to the three scientists for their research in which field? The first option is behavioral economics, second is global poverty, C is the banks and financial crisis, fourth is the option D the quantitative methods. So the Nobel Prize in Economic Science is awarded to the three people. Nobel Prize in Economic Science is awarded to the three people. First is the Ben S. Bernanke, second Douglas W. Diamond, third scientist is the Philip H. Debye. All three scientists that belongs to the USA has been awarded with the Nobel Prize in Economic Science for their research in the banks and the financial crisis. So option C is the correct option. Next is the question number 2. Tele-Manas initiative which was launched recently is associated with which field? Option A child health, option B mental health, option C communicable disease, option D science and technology. So Tele-Manas initiative has been associated with the mental health. So correct option is the option B. World Mental Health Day. World Mental Health Day is celebrated on 10th of October. So Tele-Manas initiative has been launched that is associated with the mental health. Next is the Asola Bhatti Wildlife Sanctuary. Asola Bhatti Wildlife Sanctuary where leopard were spotted is located in which state or union territory? Option A Assam, option B New Delhi, option C West Bengal, option D Jharkhand. So correct option is the option B New Delhi. Asola Bhatti Wildlife Sanctuary is located in the New Delhi. So correct option is the option B. So recently about the presence of 8 leopard has been confirmed. Next is the fourth number question. Which institutions launched the Education 4.0 India report? Option A IMF, option B WEF, option C World Bank, option D UNICEF. So correct option is option number B WEF means World Economic Forum. So World Economic Forum has launched the Education 4.0 India report. Next is the question number 5. Modhera, which was declared as India's first solar powered village, is located in which state or union territory? So Modhera, which was declared as India's first solar powered village, is located in which state or union territory? Option A Himachal Pradesh, option B Rajasthan, option C Gujarat, option D Maharashtra. So correct option is option number C Gujarat. Modhera is located in the Gujarat. Recently PM Narendra Modi has inaugurated the solar powered village, that is the Modhera. The Modhera is famous for Sun Temple. Modhera is famous for the Sun Temple. So we have completed these 5 questions that I have given yesterday. Next we will start the today current affairs question. Every day I will give you these 5 questions related to current affairs news. You have to give answer in the comment section and I have explained these questions next day. So we will start the national current affairs of 13th October. Now we will start the national current affairs of 13th October. So in national current affairs, first is the CM of Odisha, Naveen Patnaik, has launched the Football for All. Yesterday, the women's under 17 FIFA World Cup is organizing in the India for the first time, and this program, that is the Football for All, has been initiated by the FIFA in Odisha in partnership with the Kalinga Institute of Industrial Technology and Kalinga Institute of Social Sciences. The capital of Odisha is the Bhubaneswar, and Odisha Chief Minister is the Naveen Patnaik, and Governor of Odisha is the Ganeshi Lal. So Odisha CM Naveen Patnaik has launched the Football for All. Next is the chairman of SBI has inaugurated the next generation contact center for personalized customer experience. So the State Bank of India chairman Dinesh Kumar Khara has inaugurated the next generation contact center service in order to provide a better and more individualized client experience. So SBI chairman has inaugurated the next generation contact center for personalized customer experience. The chairman of SBI, the Dinesh Kumar Khara, and the CEO of SBI, the Sri C.S. Shetty and Sri Swaminathan J. Next is the Home Minister of India, the Sri Amit Shah, has inaugurated the 14 feet high statue of the Jai Prakash Narayan. Jai Prakash Narayan is also known as the JP or Lok Nayak. He has actively participated in the 1942 Quit India movement. And Jai Prakash Narayan is born in the 11th October 1902 in Sitab Diara, located in Saran district, and JP has been awarded with the Bharat Ratna in year of 1999 posthumously, and the Union Minister Amit Shah has inaugurated the 14th feet high statue of the Lok Nayak Jai Prakash Narayan at the Sitab Diara in Saran district, Bihar. Next is the PM Narendra Modi has inaugurated the phase 1 of the education complex, that is the Modi Shaikshanik Sankul. And Modi Shaikshanik Sankul is an educational complex mainly for the needy students that is located in the Ahmedabad. So the first phase of the Modi Shaikshanik Sankul has been inaugurated, and this project aims to provide the facility for the young students for their holistic development. Next is the Ashok Leland and IIT Madras both have tie-up to develop the hybrid EBS using the turbine technology. So both Ashok Leland and National Center for Combustion Research and Development NCCRD, mainly for the development and commercialization of the swirl mesh lean direct injection system for developing the hybrid electrical vehicle using the turbine technology. For this, Ashok Leland had tie-up with the IIT Madras, and Ashok Leland is the parent company is the Hinduja Group. Its parent company is Hinduja Group and is currently the leading commercial vehicle manufacturer. And NCCRD, that is a firm of the IIT Madras. Next is the manual of Beti Bachao Beti Padhao Yojana has been released by the Union Minister Smriti Irani. So Smriti Irani is the Minister of Skill Development and Entrepreneurship and Ministry of Minority Affairs. So she has released the operational manual for the Beti Bachao Beti Padhao on occasion of the International Day of Girl Child. Next is the Tele-Mental Health Assistant and Networking across state initiative has been launched. So, Tele-Mental Health has been launched by the Union Ministry of Health and Family Welfare. That is also known as Telemanas. Full form is the Tele Mental Health Assistant and Networking across states, which is launched on occasion of the World Mental Health Day, that is celebrated on 10th of October. Next is the Pune-based cooperative bank, that is the Seva Vikas Cooperative Bank, has been revoked. The license of Seva Vikas Cooperative Bank has been revoked by the RBI. So the license of Seva Vikas Cooperative Bank has been revoked by the RBI because of lack of sufficient capital and future earning potential. Next is the PM Narendra Modi has addressed the UN World Geospatial International Congress, and this the United Nations World Geospatial International Congress is held in the Hyderabad. And the theme for the United Nations World Geospatial International Congress is Geo Enabling the Global Village. No one should be left behind. This is the theme for World Geospatial International Congress. Next is it is good news that in Europe also the Indians will pay their bill through the UPI. For this, the NPCI International Payments Limited and European Payment Service Provider Worldline both have tie-up for the UPI across the Europe, and the international division of NPCI is also known as NIPL. So NIPL and Worldline both have collaborated to start the UPI in Europe. CEO of the Worldline is the Gilles Grapinet, and the Deputy CEO of Worldline is the Mark Henry Desportes, and CEO of the NIPL is the Ritesh Shukla. NIPL is the international division of the NPCI. Next is the Nomura. Nomura is the Japanese brokerage company, has predicted the India's growth rate for financial year 24, that is 5.2% growth rate because of the slowdown in the economy. So for 23 and 24, the Nomura has predicted the India's growth rate to 5.2%. RBI governor is the Shaktikant Das, and the Union Minister of Finance is the Nirmala Sitharaman. Next is the now center has extended the ethanol subsidy scheme till the March 2023. So the center has extended the timeline for the disbursement of loan up to the March 31st under the ethanol blending program. Next is the Union Minister Anurag Thakur has inaugurated the Water Sports Center in the Himachal Pradesh, and this Water Sports Center is located in the Koldam, Barmana, Bilaspur, Himachal Pradesh, and it has been joint initiative by the Sports Authority of India and National Thermal Power Corporation, means NTPC. It has been joint initiative of the Sports Authority of India and NTPC. Next is the international news. So the IMF, means International Monetary Fund, has forecasted the India's GDP will drop next year, and also India's inflation will drop by the 4% next year. So the International Monetary Fund has predicted the India's global growth will drop from 6% in 2021 to 3.2% in 2022 to 2.7% in 2023, and this will be the weakest growth since 2001. The chairman and MD of the IMF is the Kristalina Georgieva, and headquarter of the IMF is the Washington DC in United States. Next is there is also trouble in the Chinese economy also. Chinese economy, there is large or severe impact on the Chinese economic also because of impact of several droughts and its vast real estate sector is suffering. Due to this, the China economy in China is also in the serious trouble. There are several reasons, that is COVID, due to COVID also there is damage happens in the economy of China. Next is the European Union Parliament had approved the adoption of world first single charger rule, means the charging the devices, that is the smartphone, tablet and camera etc. For all these there will be single charger that will charge all of these. So at least in Europe there must be single charger for all these devices, that is smartphone, laptop, camera etc. Next is the European Union was founded in 1st November 1993 in Netherlands, and its founder member is the Germany, France, Italy, Netherlands, Belgium, Luxembourg. These are the founder member of European Union. Next is the death of important personality. Recently, Padma Shri Dr. Temsula Eo has passed away. She was the first chairperson of Nagaland State Commission for Women, and she has been awarded with the Padma Shri in 2007. Next, we shall discuss about the appointment related news. So, Justice U. Lalit has been appointed the D.Y. Chandrachud as the next Chief Justice of India. So now Justice D.Y. Chandrachud will become the 50th Chief Justice of India on 9th November 9th. Currently, U. Lalit is the 49th Chief Justice of India. So he has recommended the name of the Justice D.Y. Chandrachud. Next is the 2 Chief Justice for High Court of Rajasthan, Karnataka, Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh. So the Chief Justice of Karnataka High Court is the Justice Prasanna V. Varale, and Justice A.M. Magre has been named as the Chief Justice of Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh. Next is the Justice Pankaj Mittal has been appointed as the Chief Justice of Rajasthan High Court. So these three, that is Justice Prasanna V. Varale has been named as the Karnataka High Court Chief Justice, and Justice A.M. Magre has been appointed as the Chief Justice of Jammu and Kashmir, and Justice Pankaj Mittal has been appointed as the Chief Justice of Rajasthan High Court. Next is the Anant Narayan Gopalakrishnan has been appointed as the whole-time member of SEBI. SEBI full form is the Securities and Exchange Board of India. So Anant Narayan Gopalakrishnan has been appointed as the whole-time member of SEBI. SEBI was founded in 12th April 1992, and its SEBI sector is the securities market sector. Its headquarters is located in Mumbai, and the chairperson is the Madhavi Puri Buch, is the chairperson of the SEBI. Next, we shall discuss about the important days celebrated. So, World Arthritis Day. World Arthritis Day has been celebrated on 12th of October, and arthritis is the disease that is related to the bones or at joints. So, in order to raise the awareness about the rheumatic and musculoskeletal disease, the World Arthritis Day has been celebrated every year, and this day mainly aims to bring the people around the world on a single platform so that their voices are heard. And the theme for World Arthritis Day 2022 is the It's in Your Hands, Take Action. So the theme for World Arthritis Day 2022 is It's in Your Hands, Take Action. Next is the sports related news. Next we will discuss about the sports related news. So first is the FIFA and AIFF. AIFF full form is the All India Football Federation. Both have launched Football for School as Government of India pledged active support. Currently, FIFA under Women's Under 17 World Cup is going on in India. So the FIFA has partnership with the All India Football Federation to launch the Football for Schools project in the country. And the FIFA full form is the International Federation of Association Football. It is an international organization which organizes the football tournaments, and All India Football Federation was founded in the 23rd June 1937 and its headquarters is located in New Delhi. The current president of All India Football Federation is the Kalyan Chaube, and the president of FIFA is the Gianni Infantino. Gianni Infantino is the president of FIFA, and FIFA was founded in 1904. Its headquarters is located in Zurich, that is in Switzerland. Next is the Indian cricketer Mahendra Singh Dhoni has inaugurated the CSK Academy. CSK Academy has been inaugurated by Mahendra Singh Dhoni in Hosur. Hosur is located in Tamil Nadu, and it is the MS Dhoni Global School. It is the first franchisee owned Super Kings Academy in India. So Mahendra Singh Dhoni has inaugurated the CSK Academy in Hosur, Tamil Nadu. Next we shall discuss about I will give some important current affairs question of recent day. So you have to solve this question and comment below the answer in comment section. So the first question is, which institution released the Poverty and Shared Prosperity 2022 report? A is World Bank, B is World Economic Forum, C is International Monetary Fund, D is the UNICEF. You have to comment below the answer in comment section. Next question is who is the head of commission recently set up to examine the scheduled caste status for the converted Dalits? Option A, Justice K.G. Balakrishnan, Justice H.L. Dattu, Justice Arun Kumar Mishra, Justice T.S. Thakur. So you have to comment below the answer of this question. Next is as per UNICEF recent report, over 1 million people has displaced in which Southeast Asian nation? Option is Afghanistan, Myanmar, Sri Lanka and China. So you have to comment below the answer which is correct of this question number 3. Question number 4 is which union ministry is associated with the credit guarantee scheme for startup? Option A is Ministry of MSME, option B Ministry of Commerce and Industry, option C Ministry of Finance, option D Ministry of Home Affairs. So you have to give the correct answer in the comment section below. Next is a weapon system branch for officers has been approved for which armed forces?